best time trialists in the world. This Saturday you start with a team time trial, but with individual times. How different are you approaching this time trial comparing to a normal team time trial? Do you do long efforts, short, just one, several, and yeah, well, that's that actually.
I think it's more or less the same approach. The biggest difference is that you have a bit more the technical aspect of riding with 8 guys and not alone, so that's the biggest thing that you have to remember, of course. And then with the new rules, I think it makes it a bit more easy to divide the tasks, that you can get rid of the heavier guys once you go up the climbs. So in terms of tactic-wise, it's a bit different than the normal TTT and also individual TT. So, but in general, nothing much is changing.
Hello guys, Javier from the Cycling Report. It's a question for both of you. How are you managing this kind of dual leadership, both tactically but also personally?
I mean, we know it already for a long time that we are starting here together, so I think it's something that we are prepared for. We've been doing Catalonia together, and I think Florian ended second in the GC, and I was fifth. So I think there was one day that we really needed to work for each other, and that we had to make a bit of a change and a sacrifice, and I think it ended well. So I think there's nothing special to mention anymore on that from my side.
Hello Remco, I'm Chesman from AFP. We've seen amongst the favourites for the Tour this year some very different approaches to the Tour. Vingegaard, for example, has done more than twice as many race days as Pogačar. You raced a lot in the early part of the season and you had this long training session. How do you feel with this particular approach, which has been different to other ones? How do you feel physically?
I think for me personally it was the best decision to not race anymore since Liège. I had a lot of time to prepare in a good way. Also I needed to change coach after Liège, so I think that was also a big reason why I didn't take any race after that, to make sure that I can work well together with the new coach. And yeah, I think everything went very well, so I did the best I could to get in the best shape as possible, and now we will see if it was a good approach or not. And then yeah, of course it's always easy to speak about it now, but we have to see it after the tour, how it went. But in general everything has been going quite smooth.
Yeah, Remco here. You haven't raced times in Liège. Why did you decide not to compete before the tour?
I just said it now.
Hello guys, Daniel Ramallo from ASO. What is possible against Vingegaard and Pogačar and Texas?
Yeah, I think those three showed this year already that they are super strong. But I think, yeah, we as a team, we will also show now in the tour that we prepared well, and yeah, I think the race will tell. But yeah, we have to see. But as I said, they showed that they are on a really good level, and yeah, I hope we will also show good legs.
Good afternoon, David Domingo from Bike Business Spain. Question for Remco. So, in your opinion, what is the biggest innovation that has made the difference to performance in cycling over the last 5 years?
I think probably the fueling strategies, like the food and the drinks that we take on the bikes. I think it's not a secret anymore that everybody's taking very high intake of sugars, of carbs. So I think for sure this is something that helps us to not run out of energy if you do it well. So yeah, I think that's already the first thing. And I mean, obviously, all the aerodynamics testing is also getting more and more. So the bikes are getting faster, wheels are getting faster, the clothing is getting faster. So everybody's looking for these little details. But I think, in my opinion, the food and the fueling strategy is reason number one why cycling is getting faster.
Just a quick question for Remco. You mentioned before that you've changed coach, and I believe that's to his new coach, yeah? What's it like working with him, with the experiences he has come, he has taken to this team from the side of Cyclisme? What's it like to work with him as a coach for you as an athlete?
Yeah, I mean, it's, let's say, a special person as a human being, but I think as a coach, he's, I mean, we work well together. For me, it was a different approach, of course. That's also why we wanted to switch as fast as possible to, I mean, also the possibilities looking towards its exit from Visma and also the exit of them, of my ex-coach. So, but then the team managed to take him immediately in the team, and then it was just a no-brainer to work together as quick as possible after my break after Liège. So yeah, it's a new type of person that I'm working with, also with all the knowledge he has, but maybe that's also just good for me to get more information about all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I just try to be as open as possible with him, and for the moment everything has been going very well, so I think the first 2 months have been good, so I hope it will stay like this for many more.
Remco, Florian, hi, you really come from Cyclisme in Belgium. Remco, a specific question on the team time trial. I know the strength of the team is made by the 8 guys, but the guy in front of you and behind you will be very important. Where do you situate yourself in the chain of those 8 guys?
Always at some position, no? I mean, I don't really understand the question.
Place in that chain, in the train, in fact.
I will be everywhere. I mean, we turn off, so I will be on every position, but
who will be in front and behind you?
I mean, you guys were on the training. If you look at the pictures, you can see it probably. So, I mean,
same like in Mallorca.
It's a completely different team. It's not the same team here, so
5 guys of the 8 are there, so
it's a different team. But no, I mean, I don't know if I can say anything about this because I mean I would bring out the race strategy a bit, but yeah, I mean, you will see. I think the start order is the start order and the finish order will be the finish order, so we will not speak out too much.
As niemand verdrinkt NRC, a question first for Remco, then for Florian. What is your personal goal for this Tour de France?
Typical Dutch person to ask this. Personal goal, yeah, win a stage, for sure, win the TT, and take yellow with the team on day 1. I think that's the ambition we have as a team. And then next to that, I think, because I know where you want to go, because you want to hear that I say I want to be on the podium, and Florian says I want to be on the podium. So, of course, we want to be on the podium, but whether it's him or myself, I think if we do it in a good way, without having this negative energy, it's good for both of us and for the team. So, I think we both really want to do what we did already in the past, is to be on the podium behind Tadej and Jonas. And then just try to be up there as much as possible for stage wins as well, with the both of us and with some other guys as well.
Hello, Gisela Pala, Olympics.com. I have a question for Ren. So, Tour de France is all about celebration in ferries, and some years ago you experienced the joy twice there. So, I would like to know if you managed to pick some energy from the Olympics, the past Olympics. And if it happens to think about LA already, or not?
Actually, yes. I think we've been thinking already because it will come pretty quick. In exactly 2 years, it's already there. And yeah, I think if I arrive in Paris, it's always a pretty good outcome. But last year I didn't arrive in Paris, so I hope if this year I can arrive there, it will be with some good results and some nice memories again. But yeah, in general, I think for me that was the highlight of my career probably so far, being on the podium of the Tour, and then two gold medals in the TT and on the road race was just probably the best cycling month of my life. So obviously Paris has a special place in my heart with those results.
Nous allons bientôt libérer les coureurs. 2 dernières questions. 2 last questions, please.
I want to ask you about the results target. That's just what do you want to prove to yourself and to the other in this Tour de France?
Nothing to prove, I think, no. To show
to yourself. What do you want to prove?
I don't know, man.
Nothing.
Last one.
You are two different kind of characters. What can you learn from each other in riding skills, but also personal skills?
Was that the question?
Yeah. What can you learn from each other in riding skills and also personal skills? Because you have seen that you are completely different riders and persons.
I think that's why we don't need to learn from each other, no? Just be yourself. And it's like I would ask you, what do you want to learn from this journalist? Then I say to you, you're a bad journalist.
You're not riding a Tour de France together.
No, I know, but that's why we go with 2 leaders, no? So we have 2 different characteristics and just do our own thing, on our own way, I guess. So.
Merci beaucoup.
At least I'm happy with who I am, so I don't know if I want to change that, and I guess Nico is also happy with who he is, so he also doesn't want to change it. It was a strange question, but...
Merci beaucoup à tous pour cette conférence de...